Okay, so yes, so I welcome you all to Pinnacle Guidance Tutorials. Today we are going to take number sequence series class, and this is a small class. I am actually building a series of this number sequence and series classes of around 10 to 12 classes. It will be a short classes of 20 to 15 to 20 minutes each, and where we'll discuss about 100 to 120 questions. Fine. So before starting with actual questions, the basic difference that I think that you should know between sequence, series and progression is, what is sequence? Sequence are list of numbers that are written by differentiated using a full stop, dash, hyphen, slash, comma or a space, anything, and in a particular manner. For example, a list of numbers is given as follows: 2, 4, 8, 10. So you know the next number is 12. Fine. What is series? Series is list of numbers that are written for which we have to find a sum of it. Fine. That is known as series. So, and it may or may not be have a particular pattern, like it may be 1 minus 15, 2, 6, 100, minus 15 again. So now you don't know after minus 15 which number will come. Right? This is series. We just have to find the addition of that list of numbers. This is series. What is progression? Progression is a list of numbers in which we can find there is a particular formula for the nth term of it. Right? Like in AP there is a particular formula, and like GP there is a particular formula there. HP is also. Right? So now moving on with actual sequence. Yeah, before starting, if you have any doubt regarding any theory or question I am will solving here, you can comment in the comment box provided to you below the link, or you can contact me in the description on the mail I will provide. Fine. Now moving on with theories. Okay, so our first theory is single double level addition subtraction. It is the most basic theory, and the basic it is the most basic theory, and the starting of any number and sequence starts from here. So basically, anytime you see a number sequence question, like for example 5, 12, 23, 50, 141 and this. So the first thing that should come into your mind is to calculate the difference between the two consecutive numbers of sequence. Right? So the consequent number difference between 5 and 12 is 7. The difference between 12 and 23 is 11. The difference between 23 and 50 is 27. The difference between 50 and 141 is 91. Right? Now this is a 5-digit number sequence you got, where you have to find this 347. Right? You don't know 347 because you don't know this number, this missing element. Fine. So again the same thing you have to do. You have to find the difference between these two. 11 and 7, the difference is 4. 11 and 27, the difference is 16. 27 and 91, the difference is 64. Fine. Now you got it. What is 4? 4 is 4 power 1. What is 16? 4 square or 4 to the power 2. What is 64? It is 4 cube or 4 to the power 3. So what is 256? 256 is 4 to the power 4. Yes. 4 की power 1, 4 की power 2, 4 की power 3, 4 की power 4. This should be the most basic thing and first thing that should strike you as soon as you see any number sequence question. Right? So how this 347 you will get? The difference between these two numbers is 256. So and the smaller number is 91. So 91 plus 256 will fetch you 347. Fine. So how will you get this? So difference between this missing element and 141 is 347. Fine. So 141 plus 347 will fetch you this missing element, and that is 488. Absolutely fine. So our answer will be 91 plus 256 plus 141 will give you 488. Yes, and this is our final answer. Fine. Any doubt? If any doubt, then please contact me. I'll solve your any query. So okay, before moving on, I just want to request you one thing, that please, for your benefit only, to solve quickly and correctly, at least mug up, learn by heart, याद कर लो, जो भी in any language you get it. Please do it from 1 to 30 tables, from 1 to 30 squares, and from 1 to 30 cubes. Fine. 1 to 30 tables, squares and cubes. You should remember. Why? Because here you can see, you can identify actually what is 64. 64 is also 4 power 4 cube. Fine. And it is 2 to the power. Fine. So any doubt about it? No? Okay. So shall we move on? Fine. Okay. So our next theory is alternate addition subtraction. Fine. So again over here, the basic thing that should strike your mind before after seeing any number sequence question, it's like the difference between the two consecutive numbers in the sequence. Fine. So the difference between these two numbers are 3, increasing 3. From 125 plus 3 gives you 128. Fine. So and what is 128 and 119? It is decreasing 9. 128 minus 9 will give you 119. Fine. What is this 127 to 146? It is plus 27. So if you add 119 and 27 will land you up in 146. Right? This 146 when decreased by 81 will give you 65. Fine. Now you got a 5 number sequence where you have to find the last digit. This is this one. Fine. So first it is increasing plus 3, then it is decreasing minus 9, then it is increasing plus 27, then it is decreasing minus 81, then it is further, what will happen? Plus minus here plus. Absolutely correct. Okay. So what is 3? 3 to the power 1. What is 9? 3 square. What is 27? 27 is 3 cube. Fine. What is 81? 3 to the power 4. Fine. So what will be over here? 3 ki power 1, 3 ki power 2, 3 ki power 3, 3 ki power 4. This is 3 ki power 5. And 3 to the power 5 is 243. Fine. So after adding 65 to this plus 243, we will get this, and this is 308. Fine. Now if you are asking why, because how you got this 65? 65 is 146 addition of minus 81, or directly you can say 146 minus 81 will give you 65. So 65 plus 243 will give you this missing element. Fine. So 243 plus 65 is equal to 308. See, if you know the powers, see, let us say this is 3 to power 1, 3 to power square, 3 cube, 3 to power 5, 3 to power 4, and this is 3 to power 5. See how quickly you can solve these questions, right? Like in last question also you got this 4 key powers, and here also you are getting 3 key powers. So if you practice more, you will not have to learn by heart, but you will, after practicing it a lot, you'll get to know, you'll remember it, all these 3 to the power or 7 to the power 10 to till 10 to the power 5 or so, fine. Okay, but don't worry, we will be taking around 100 to 120 questions in this number sequence and series classes on my YouTube channel, fine. Okay, so yeah, now the question arises over here is, in this last two theories, last two questions, you can say we had this missing element in the last of the sequence, fine, here also and here also. Okay, so what we'll do, if this missing element is have the first element, the first number is missing, fine, so we'll be starting from back, fine. As we all know, we started from here. In this question also we started from the starting also. So now we, in this question, as the first number or the first element of the sequence is missing, so we'll be starting from the last number. So the difference, again, the difference between the two consecutive numbers is minus 99. The difference between these two consecutive is minus 97. The difference between these two consecutive numbers is minus 95. The difference between these two consecutive numbers are minus 93, fine. So the difference between these two numbers will be, this is minus, 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 so no alternatives over here, so at least you know that here it is minus. Okay, so here you got a 5 number sequence and you have to find the first element, right? So the difference between these two is 2, difference between these two is 2, this also 2, so what will be this 2? So here it is minus 99, 97, 95, 93, so what will be over here? Minus 91, fine. Now just tell me how you got this minus 93. Minus 93 is 2116 minus 2209, fine, and this will give you, this will fetch you minus 93, fine. Okay, and so how you got this minus 91? It is this minus it is this missing element minus 2116 is equal to minus 91. Okay, so this missing element is equal to this 2116 minus 91 is 2025, fine. Any doubt, you can comment in the link, comment in the video, comment out there, or you can mail me in the taking mail from my video link or video description. Okay, so just a second, I just want to put my laptop on. Sorry for the interruption, we are going to start it, we are going to resume, fine. So you got it, how we got this 225? It was 2116 minus 91, we'll get this 2025, fine. Moving on to next slide. Okay, so the next slide is the multiplication with addition and subtraction. So it's actually one of the most favorite topic from where you'll get the question, and it's the most easy to actually identify whether this will be using or not. Okay, so how to identify? So the first question come up is like, this is 1-digit number, the second digit is also 1-digit number, the third digit is a 1-digit number, the fourth digit is 2-digit number, the fifth is 2-digit number, and this again the sixth becomes is 3-digit number. So in just 6 digits you got 1 digit to this, it's 445 times of the first digit. Fine. Okay, now so it's like there must be some multiplication going over here in this sequence. So how you will get to know about it? Okay, so check out the last questions. See over here, it's all of the terms are having 4 digit, so no multiplication, and yes, only the addition of 2 was involved. Fine. Okay, now if you check about this, here it is only addition involved with it. Right, then also the numbers are not really very either increasing or decreasing. Right, and here in the same, it's like 5 to 488. Right, now you will see that here also normal addition is going over here, but no, what is this 4 की power 2, 4 की power 3, 4 की power 4? What is this? Anything in the powers is also a multiplication. How? 4 to the power 2 is 4 into 4, so this into is multiplication. Anything division is also a multiplication. How? Anything number multiply with less than 1 and greater than 0 is also will the final number will decrease. Okay, but it is a multiplication, and multiplication is a multiplication. So see, whenever multiplication is involved, there is a drastic increment or decrement in the total value. Fine. So now moving on with our fourth concept. Yeah, so it can be multiplication with addition, multiplication with subtraction, or it can be both multiplication with addition and subtraction. Right, so here it is, it's like, so now you got to know that something multiplication is one involved over here. Right, so you cannot like write 1 into 2 is equal to 2, okay? Because 2 into 3 is equal to 6, but 6 into 4 should be something like this 12, but it is 21. Right, so now you know that this won't apply. So how you will get to know? The second form you can write is 1 into 1 plus 1 is 2, into 2 plus 2 is 6, into 3 plus 3 is 21, into 4 plus 4 is 88, and into 5 plus 5 is 445. 445 into 6 plus 6 is, you'll get your answer, that is 276. But how you say 1 into 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 into 3 is 18, 18 plus 3 is 21, 21 into 4 is 84, 84 into 4, 84 plus 4 is 88, 88 into 5 is 440, 440 plus 5 is 445, and 445 into 6 is 2670 plus 6 will give you 2676. So this is our final answer. Fine. So anytime you see that there is a drastic change between the known digits, the known numbers, then your mind, the first thing that should click in your mind is multiplication will be involved. Multiplication can be in powers also. Fine. Moving on to the next theory. So the next theory is like in all the sequence you saw that either it is in this end, back end, last number missing, or the first number is missing. So we are going to discuss the middle number is missing. Either it can be this or it can be this, or but it is not last and it is not first. So you have to take two sequence. Here two sequence are that is formed is 20, 21, 25, and this missing number. Fine. This missing number 50, 75 and 111. Fine. These are the two sequences, yeah, two series you can say that are that you have to solve. Fine. So now the basic thing that you can think, what is this 22 111? This is not a drastic change, so you cannot apply the multiplication. So it is like 20 is like just to the power 5.55 is 101. fine. So it's not really that you can apply multiplication over here. So if you cannot apply multiplication, the first thing clicks in your mind is the consecutive difference. So the consecutive difference is plus 1, the consecutive difference is plus 4, right? Here the consecutive difference is 36, the consecutive difference is 25. So what is 1? 1 is 1 ka square. What is 4? 4 square. What is 25? 5 square. And what is 6? 6 square. And yes, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square. Now your question is solved. Fine. That's why I am repeating again and again why you should learn by heart the tables between 1 to 30 and the cubes and squares of 1 to 30. See, it's really beneficial for you to solve quickly and correctly. Now you have to solve from both the series that you got, fine, this missing element, so that you can rectify your answer and you don't get any negative marking, fine. So how this you'll get, it's like 25 plus 9 will give you this. So 25 plus 9 is 34, right? How you'll get this number? This number is 50 minus 16 is 34, fine. So 25 plus 9 is also 34 and 15 minus 16 is also 34. See, I'm requesting you, I'm advising you that you should solve this missing element from both these two sequences, so to rectify your answer whether you got correct answer or not, fine. And fine, so now moving on to next theory. So the next theory is this. Yes, this is also one of the most important or easy to identify sequence. So what it is, anytime you get this 0.5 or decimal thing, okay, the first thing should click in your mind is that there is multiplication involved with decimal, fine. And majorly the multiplication is involved in 0.5, majorly, right? So 7 into 0.5 is 3.5, fine, plus 0.5 will give you 3.5 plus 0.5 will give you 4, fine. 4 into 1 plus 1 will give you 5. 5 into 1.5 will give you 7.5 plus 1.5 will give you 9. Now you don't know about this, you don't know about this, right? This will give you 52.5 into 3 is 157.5 plus 3 is 160.5, fine. And now you got a series at level 1 position. It's like 0.5, 1, 1.5, you will get this 2, 2.5 and 3, fine. Now you have these two series. Please calculate the middle missing element from both the sequence or series just to rectify our answer. I am repeating it again and again because it's important, because rectifying will just hardly take 3 to 4 seconds, but it will confirm that you will be getting plus 2 or plus 3, depends upon the marking of your exam, in your exam, right? So it is 9 into 2, 18, plus 2 will give you 20. So how this 9 was there? 9 is 5 multiplied by 1.5 plus 1.5, right? So how will get this 5? 5 is 9 minus 1.5 divided by 1.5. You will get this 5. So how you will get this number? You will get this number by 52.5 minus 2.5 divided by 2.5 will give you 20, and thus your answer is correct, right? This is all for the today's class. I hope you like the session, and if you have any doubt regarding any theory or question that I solved over here, or any other query regarding my classes also, please contact me, fine, either through the comment section, or I'll mention my email ID on which you can mail your doubts or queries, right? Just a small request from you all, please like it, share the video with as many students as you want, because it is free session and I'll be conducting these classes like 12 to 13 classes more on this number sequence and series. And subscribe the channel and press the notification bell so that you get the notification of my new videos, right? So I'm ending the session over here, right? Happy learning, guys.